Let's draw this beautiful picture. It's Haigerloch Germany. So let me tell you the little bit of a story of how I came to draw this picture today. How I came to drawing this is this morning I woke up and I thought, it's a week and a half out from Inktober. I really want to start scheduling my content. So people have like a calendar and you can look and see, oh, this is what we're doing today. This is what Kathy's doing today. I want to go to that one, or I want to go to that one. So we're a week and a half out and I'm thinking, okay, I think I'm done with the shoes for now. So what are we going to draw? I was very inspired last Wednesday. I was on Char Hamilton's Blue Shine Art live stream on a Wednesday morning at 7 a.m. It was really fun. It's a great convo. I hope that you go and listen to the replay. It was so much fun, and it was really enjoyable. And it was my first time talking to her ever, so it was really cool because we got along great, and I mean, it was just great. So she does a lot of exteriors and things like that, and so I'm very inspired, because I love watching her paint. She's got a great live stream show, and she actually schedules her content out like a month. So she does like theme months. Anyway, I wanted to do themes, before I knew that, and people do themes all the time. So, but that's just like an additional inspiration for me. So, this morning I thought, okay, well, what can I do for the next, I don't know, week and a half until Inktober, right? That will be fun and exciting. I mean, I'm thinking maybe like do something different every day or do something different every couple days. Today I'm going to do this. I first things first. I wanted to do a portrait. I had like a craving to do a portrait, which maybe I'll save that craving for tomorrow. I don't know, because I saw this picture and I immediately thought I wanted to do this. And it's already 10:18. So it's like, come on. Yeah. So I went to Wikimedia Commons. First of all, I Googled, where can I find public domain photos? And I got Wikimedia Commons. And I can't even believe, but I have not used Wikimedia Commons before, like as a resource. Why? I don't know. Really don't know why I haven't, So I'm a huge Wikipedia person. So it stands to reason that I would use Wikimedia. I guess I didn't really know about it as a resource for public domain photos. Anyway, I went to Wikimedia this morning, Commons, and this was the picture that popped up. This is the picture of the day. And I thought, that's beautiful. And like cool houses. So let's just draw some houses. And I just picked up this gray. I just picked up this warm gray. It's beige. It's called beige. It's actually a warm gray. Maybe it's grayish. Neocolor, this is a water-soluble crayon. Really, they call them water-soluble pastels. It's a Neocolor 2. They have another one. It's called Neocolor 1. This is by Caran d'Ache. The Neocolor ones are not water-soluble. The Neocolor 2s are. And because I've been really into relationships I've been very, very focused on relationships of things in my art. So I'm very much into, measuring. Right now, this is like, I've been drawing a lot from reference material, photos and such. And I've been very much on this train of focusing on relationships. Like this to this, that kind of relationship. And how to piece together your composition based on your own, you know, breadcrumbs that you leave yourself. So that's what I'm doing here. And we're just going to work this page and whatever. I'm not going to limit myself. So I'm not going to, if it go, it's going to go off the page. I mean, I'm not choosing like just a segment to draw. I'm giving myself grace there because I just really want to work the relationships. I mean, this is a good practice just to focus on the relationships and not, if you're, you know, if you're not going to worry about the actual, I'm only doing this portion. I don't care about that. I'm focused on connecting this to that, like connecting the dots type of thing right now. So this will just be, we'll see where this goes, you know, but it's very fun to do. It definitely works like a part of your brain that you know, that other types of other focuses may not work, you know, like if you're not drawing from reference. But excuse me, I will be adding color, I think, to this. Famous last words, I know, but we'll see. Excuse me for my coughing. Okay, so yeah, I thought it would be fun to draw this. I just saw this and I thought, that looks so, I could really crave to draw that. Like that would be, and I'm sure it's inspired by Char Hamilton and her work, because, and if you don't know of her channel, check her out, because her work's amazing and her streams are like so chill and nice and just so a really good counterpoint actually to mine, honestly, because I'm very chatty and she talks, but you know, she's I think I have a little bit more of like I have a different energy, and it's actually quite complimentary, I have to say, I found. So, oh, she's going to be on this stream on next Wednesday, and that's September 24th. So, and now that I've been scheduling out my streams, you are welcome to do a, wait a minute, where are we going here? You are welcome to hit that notify me, because I've been scheduling out. Yesterday I took some time and I just scheduled out a week of streams, because look, I'm not going anywhere. I'm streaming twice every day, and like I said earlier, let's go back to what I was saying earlier. I don't want to forget. Sometimes I forget to schedule it, and I know that it's kind of like a little annoying to go to it might be a little annoying, I don't know, to go to my live streams page and to see just this wall of scheduled content. But I have to tell you, it's like, first of all, it doesn't look bad, because I did make them look pretty. And I also did, excuse that noise if you hear that noise in the background. It's trash day in my neighbor. I also named them for the day of the week, so you'll always know, you know, so there's that as a clue to what day it is for. They don't all look the same, because that would just be confusing if I was gonna schedule in advance a week and then they all look the same. That would be confusing and, you know, probably frustrating. So I did not do that. You know, if I was scheduling one day at a time, then that's a different story, but, and not a big deal. But because I'm scheduling a week out, I think it's better to, you know, differentiate how they look, so you know what you're getting, you know, so it's very clear. And yeah, so hers is going to be Wednesday. The one when she's guesting on mine is going to be Wednesday. Wednesday, September 24th. So please come and join us. I'm excited. My first guest. Never had a guest on my live stream before. But you know. Okay. What are we doing here? We're doing this. We're doing... Oh, you know what I gotta do? Hold on a second. Do we not want to show you guys the reference? Let's have the reference. I'm sitting here drawing this, and you can't see the reference. What's up with that? This is like too many things going on at one time for me. I gotta pay attention. Let's see here. Okay, so this is road. Road here. Road here. So I do want to be scheduling my content. So I think for Inktober, what I'm going to do is the entire month will be Inktober. And then I'm going to have, like, within that theme, I'm going to have theme weeks where every day will be something different within a theme. So I'm not sure what it's going to look like yet. I'm working it out, but I thought perhaps it would be different. It could be different media, like ink and gouache, ink and watercolor, ink and Neocolor too, that type of thing. Or it could be ink and theme, you know, so ink Edward Gorey, the ink October quotes or fall quotes, ink and ghosts, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. So if you have a preference or, you know, if you have any thoughts, hey, don't be shy. Do not be shy. I might put a poll up, maybe. I might put a poll up on my post tab to, I'm going to be honest. The only reason I wouldn't put a poll up is because I don't have a lot of engagement and I kind of feel like a loser if I don't get any, I'm just being honest, if I don't get any responses. So it's kind of like, well, maybe I should, and I'll try it, and then it's okay. I don't have to feel like a loser, because I'm not a loser. People just don't, if I tell you about it, maybe I will post it and then maybe you will check it out, right? Right? No need to feel like a loser. All right, what is this space? This is green. This is grass. And then there's, let's scroll up. Okay, and then we have, this is that. All right, hold on. The reason my arm is going over here is because I have an iPad over here I'm looking at the scene, and I'm actually going to flip it so I can plug my iPad in. But I have the scene over here, and it's just easier for me to see it from my laptop. Plus, if something dies, if the laptop or the iPad die, I have to make sure that I gotta be sure that I have reference material available, because I certainly don't want to lose my reference, since that is really what I'm using here to draw from. So if you have any suggestions for Inktober themes, do reach out. Do tell me on when I make that post. I'll put it up there. I'll put one up there, and a little suggestion box, and little suggestion post rather. And hopefully I will hear from some of you on what you would like to do. Because, you know, I gotta take my streams to a new level. I gotta reach different things. I gotta start scheduling my content since I'm not going anywhere and I'm enjoying this so much, and I want to continue to build on it. And yeah. So street is here. Houses are here. Are these houses? I think they're houses. Little windows. This is a connector. And then this is a lot of wood detailing. I think I might leave that. No, I'll just do this. I'm planning on adding some color to this. I'm just trying to get the bones down first, you know, because I want to know what I'm working with here. Before I jump into that. Kind of using my Neocolor like a pencil, actually. These little chimneys here. So, public domain. So this morning I mentioned my first thought was to draw portraits. I wanted to draw portrait. And I think that could be a good theme. That could be like a good Inktober theme too. I'm just writing. I'm writing my notes. You know, broader theme to work within. I think that would be really good. I have been craving to do some portraiture, so I think that might be a good one to a good topic. And there's plenty of like cool creepy stuff to do for that. I could do Wednesday. I could do Edgar Allan Poe. Love to do an Edgar Allan Poe portrait. You know, there's endless possibilities, really, right? Okay, here we are. Let's Trying to... I kind of wish I did start out with the pencil right now, because the Neocolor, although I do like it, I like what it's looking like, but you know, it's a little, when you're drawing lines that you're going to go into later, it's kind of challenging because they're very thick, you know. I think I'm seeing things a little wrong here. Not wrong, but I'm going into one of these, into one of the details and seeing that this is tree. There's a lot of trees. This is very bird's eye view. It's very cool. Great image. And then this is a little house here. There's a really big house right here. Goes like that. All of a sudden it got really quiet. All of a sudden it's very quiet. And I'm just trying to get the bones down of this sketch here. It's a lot. I think I just chose a very busy picture. I'm going to move like that so maybe it's easier to see. Turn up the light a little bit here for you. There we go. That's a little better, I think. It's actually getting in my way. Oh, I brought out some stuff to talk about that I don't think we're going to get a chance to talk about today, but that's okay. There's tomorrow. There's tomorrow. Can talk to you about it tomorrow. Hey, where'd the music go? I just put it on. Okay. Where'd the music go? Something's wrong with my music. It's okay. Figure it out. And if not, that's okay too. That's okay. These houses are like merging together in my visual, like while I'm checking the reference. And it's like, it's a little bit confusing. A little bit confusing to figure out which ones did I draw already. Okay, but I'm trying to work with relationships, so I'm trying to like use like every line and every top of a little point of the top of a roof is like a breadcrumb to the next building. So, or to the next portion of the drawing, but everything is gray too. Which is fine. It's just, it's fine. It's just, it's a little hard to differentiate. But then there's like a shadow here. And then some of these buildings, right, from the angle, they're just like that. They're like this. And then I keep thinking the lid, the roof, right? The line of the roof and the side of the building from the angle is like a straight line, almost straight. Maybe like a little bump over, but almost straight. And it's quite fascinating, actually. Just how straight it is. Let's see, this one, and this one, and then this one. Wait a minute. Yes, right? Okay, I'm on the right track here. Hold on. I keep zooming in. And if I could have done a screen share of my iPad, I would, because I keep zooming in and zooming out. And not because I want to make you dizzy, because I really don't, but just because I want you to see like what I'm seeing and like what I want you to see what I'm looking at. You know what I mean? What I am working from. And you can see the big picture. So do you see over in the middle right part of the picture where I'm going to zoom a little bit if I can. So let me actually show you. I didn't know I could do this. I thought I couldn't do this on this picture. I haven't like played around with, this is like my first time on Wikipedia on it. Well, not Wikipedia, on Wikimedia Commons, really. I mean, I haven't really looked here. So if I do like that, that's kind of, if we look, I'm going to try and get the portion of what I'm doing here in this little picture. Zoom in a little bit. So here we are like this, and then, okay, I gotta zoom out a little bit because, here, I'm gonna show you. Oh my gosh, seriously? This is the problem with having too many, I have too many keys to play with. And now I just realized that I had my screen, I had your screen on, I just had your screen on the picture and not on the art. Isn't that just the way it is, right? That's me being forgetful and not looking at the screen. I apologize for that. I do apologize for that. All right, where are we? This is the house. This is my little anchor. This is my little anchor, and I'm going to scroll down so you can see it. It's that one that's brown and white. It's on the mid upper right, and it's got like greenery around it. It's got a V-ish shaped. It's got a lot of greenery around it, and then we have this swath here that's like lawn with greenery, and then we have a whole bunch of trees and shrubbery back here. So we're not going to worry about that right now. I'm just going to block in here, and then we have more greenery here. So if that is that house, that is, where are we? Oh, the confusion ensues here. Which house is which? That's that. We have another house up here I didn't draw yet. All right. I mean, I'm assuming they're houses. Whether they're houses or not is isn't for me to know, honestly. And then there's a little house behind it, right there. And then what is that? I'm just zooming in. Okay. I'm zooming into my iPad, so. Oh, okay. And then we have this. Oh, this is water. This is a waterway. Oh, okay, okay. Let's do a little, and it's very, very murky, like algae green. So I have a bunch of Neocolors here, just they're handy, right? They're my handy little Neocolors. They're just here. They're just here to be my friends, right? And then there's more water down here. So I'm gonna do, okay, this is a overpass, right? This is like a bridge. This is a bridge over water. Didn't even realize that. I'm just going to fill in some, just to block out, right? Let's start blocking this out here. Where's a nice little semi-greenish, not too green. This is pretty green, but I'm just going to use it very lightly on the top because it's a kind of a bright green. I just want to like give myself some, I just want to know what each thing is here. What are we drawing? Where's the green? There's green. There's all this green back here. Let's use a little darker green. Draw on some of the shadows a little bit. And then I'm just looking for like where the darkest greens are, and I'm just sort of looking at this and thinking, okay, what am I seeing here? Is that a shadow? What's that? Yeah, I probably didn't need to go with Neocolors today, but that's okay. We did, and that's fine. Gonna work with it. Gonna work with it. Because you know why? It's here, and it's already started. Already started. Don't really have a choice now. I'm in it. I'm in it, baby. And where are we here? Okay. Green. Oh, hold on a second. Okay. All right. I'm just trying to get to live so I can see. I got to keep my eye on that. I always got to keep my eye on that because, you know, things fail. And I could just be sitting here. I'm just sitting here drawing. And I'm just minding my own minding my own business, drawing and not paying attention. That's not what I need to be doing because, I mean, I need to be drawing, but I need to be paying some attention because what happens is I could freeze, you know, all these things, all the tech things could happen. I do like this little portion that it's kind of wild how much is going on here in this picture. There we go. Okay, now we don't have that other building yet, so I didn't finish it. I need to just finish out. I really do want to just finish this part. Okay, so I actually think that building is not going to even make it in because now I'm looking at this and I'm like, where's that? Where's this building? I don't know where you are. I'm trying to... This. All right, let's just go in here. Let's just go in here. We're just gonna make up our own little house because... Do you guys ever do that? Who else here makes up their own little house because they're like, all right, I don't know where that is. Let's just go with it. Let's just go with it. And then this is all green here. We do know this. So now I'm just using my colors as telling me what's what because someone's confused, and that someone is me. This is the street. This is the green around the houses. And I love a good Hot Mess Express day. I think that's what we got here. But that's okay. I always like to say, and I know I say it all the time, that's okay. Because it's like a reminder that life is gonna life, and that we are gonna, you know, we are gonna survive and figure it out, you know. Life is gonna life, and we are gonna draw this scene, and I am gonna just go in. I'm just gonna start to go in with this little darker. I love this one actually. Some of these Neocolors, some of the darker blue, this darker blue, and there's a dark green. And they're both really, really powerfully pigmented. And I love it. I'll just say that much. I love it. I do love the pigment load on them. They are pretty fantastic. Okay. This is our little house here. And this one has all kinds of... Yeah, I definitely did some... I did some accidental situation here. That's okay. See? That's okay. See? It's okay. There we go. Now this is actually less much. This is less much than I... Just trying to do this. Okay. So this is kind of... Okay. So if I go like this, I think this is more of what we're working with here. Okay. Like that. That is more of the scene. Let's see, do I have my terracotta? I know, it's 11. I didn't start till 11:20 or something. Because I really like to talk. Because talking, I'm good at talking. I bet you wouldn't know I'm an introvert. Let's see what we can get here. What's this? I'm looking for my favorite little terracotta. And I'm not finding it. And I want to stay away from any neutral, like... This gray is neutral, obviously. I'm staying away from any, you know, like black, darker gray, that type of thing. I want to just use some colors now because I'm really grayed out. But I want to find my little terracotta friend. I want to find my little terracotta friend. Is my little terracotta friend in here? I'm not seeing terracotta. This is not good. I have fluorescent, yellow, pink, orange. No. None of those are gonna do. No. I have missed... Oh! Uh-oh. I'll have to pick that up later. Alright, I'm going in with this pink, which is not ideal, but it's what I'm going to use, because I'm just not... My computer's actually on my Neocolor tubs right now, and I also have this purpley. This purple's actually kind of great. It's, I mean, it's totally not in this, but who cares? Let's pretend that this purple is that terracotta color, shall we? Let's pretend that it's a different color. And I'm going to use it as both a reddish accent and also as a like darker value to sort of pop out some parts that I want to pop out. while I also use some green to just let me know what's going on here. And please, I have the picture on the screen, as you can see, but in no way are these the same. Like, I'm working on it here, but I've definitely made up some of my own things here, you know, and some of it maybe I knew I was doing and I was just doing it, and then other ones I literally maybe drew the same thing twice, but just like an inch away. So that's fine. That's fine, because we're adding some pink. What's going on here? Where are we going? Okay. This is that pinky building. Let's do this. Okay, yeah, this is the connector, that big connector thing. All right, I'm liking the pink. Let's stay away from that purple for a moment. The purple is just, it's just there and doing a lot. Ooh, I did what I always say don't do, but I can't help myself, and that's press really hard with your Neocolor so it goes into all the paper fibers. It's just so fun to do, but you know, then you don't have any more paper fiber left. Then all your paper fiber is filled up. But then, here, I'm gonna do something really wacky that maybe I'm just bringing in. Oh, why should I do this? Bring in the water? I'm just bringing in some water here. Maybe this is a good thing. Maybe this is not. I'm just bringing in some water. Let's just go for it, shall we? Just call this like wild girl art day. This is just what are we doing day? This is, I want to draw something different. I think I need to mix it up, and I have a week and a little more than a week before Inktober, and we're gonna do some fun things for the next week before Inktober. Portraits are on the table. What else is on the table? More of this type of stuff. Buildings. We got... I'm thinking about like sketchbook tour. Any interest in that? Talk to me. What do you think? You want to see some sketchbooks? I mean, so many ideas. There's this thing called a flexagon. Have you heard of this? So, oh, and this is really what I'm not supposed to do. You are just not supposed to do that. Go into a wet area with a Neocolor 2 if you ever want to see your paper fiber again. Like any whites of the paper fiber. Don't do that. So there's this thing called a flexagon, which is like a papercraft, and I am just enamored. I'm enamored, so I started making some, but I haven't drawn on them yet. They're, you know, you want to make the base of the flexagon in paper, you know, you do the papercraft. Here, I'll show you what I have so far. So here's one of them. I have a few of them, but I haven't like recreased it yet, so I don't want to do that until everything's all glued together. But I'll show you. I'll show you in a future live stream. But And did I even do this right? Okay, I apparently I need some trimming. I think I need to do some trimming here. We appear to have a little folding. There we go. Anyway, so this thing is really going to be cool at some point in the future. And I'm going to do this. We're going to do this together. We're going to do flexagons. So I will set a schedule. I will put that on the schedule at some point. And oh my, seriously? I used a Neocolor one. I have a Neocolor one, this sneaky little guy who's, oh, this is a 2. See? I have a Neocolor one, a pink one, that is in my Neocolor 2s. And it sneaks up on me sometimes. And that's what happens. I have one. And I have the Neocolor one. And I use it. And then I'm like, okay. What's going on here? I can't water that down now. Okay, here's my goal. My goal is to get somewhere with this today. Like now. Not today. Now. That I feel confident that, you know, that we did something today. Because we did do something today. But, you know, sometimes you make something and you're like, what was that? And I'm having a what was that moment. I'm gonna say it, but that's okay. But that's okay. It's absolutely okay. And if you're curious as to like my method with turning this, because I'm making these little organic, these little organic shrub and tree. I have a video on my channel that shows you this little method that I like to do with this little method that I do with my when I'm drawing botanicals sometimes. And just to get a really cool organic line, this little method that I like to do with my pencil or, you know, whatever sketch facilitator I'm using. And I highly recommend it because it's really very comprehensive and to the point. It's a short video and it's a fun little tip, you know? I just describe my little method that I like to do. And it's a very effective method and it's very easy and fun and it feels good in your hand to do. And you get a really nice little organic line. So do you ever like do a picture or you're drawing and you're going and you're going and you're like, get to a point where you're like, this, I don't know what's happening here. I don't know what, like, should I just abandon ship here? Okay. Should I just move on from this? You know? Like, should I just give up on this picture and just call it a day? And you know, that's okay to do sometime. But I am a very stubborn person with that. And I'm just gonna move my iPad a little bit. Ooh, crap. Hold on a second. Hold on one little second. Sorry for the noise. Sorry for the noise. I just can't see my whole iPad. I need to see the... Oh, you know what? Guess what? I can just move my fingers on my iPad and move the picture. Why was I like moving my entire iPad? Like all I have to do is move things up. Ah, my goodness. I'm forgetting that this is computers. This is computers. I don't have to do that. I'm a very stubborn person, and I'm gonna be totally honest with you. Like this is like a truth moment. I think one of the things that separates people who want to make art and the people that do is the stubbornness, is that sticking it out, working through the ugly, working through the mistakes, working through all the, oh, how many mistakes are in this, right? Like how many, I'm working on relationships and then I accidentally will draw another building, right? It's just like, how many little mistakes? And do I even know where I am right now with this? I'm gonna just scroll into my iPad a little better. I think one of the things that separates people who want to draw or learn to draw or art, paint, something that requires, practice, making ugly stuff, people get too wrapped up in, people get very wrapped up in projecting their own self-worth onto their artwork or onto their piece. It's like, you gotta just go with the flow and like enjoy the process, because it's all about the process. And I know that's something that you hear. We're all used to hearing it. It's like a buzzword type of a thing to say. But there is like, it is the truth, because you gotta lead with curiosity and take the ego out. It's not there, like it's about the process and seeing and learning and like getting into the drawing, getting into what you're drawing, understanding, and being curious and learning and like opening your mind to these things. And it's not about, it's great when we all make things that we're proud of. I'm not saying not to. I mean, we want that. We want that. We want to have beautiful art that we want to show. We want, we want the glory. We want our work to be seen and appreciated and quality and all this. But you have to be willing to not, you got to be willing to do, to go places that don't feel great always, and to not, or that not that don't feel great. You got to be willing to not feel bad and to like remove the whole self-worth ego part from the work that you're working on, and just lead with curiosity and just to be like, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about the ugly stuff, because that's not what it's about. You just have to be in that. You gotta be there. And, you know, I think that's really difficult for a lot of people. Understandably so. But I kind of feel like it's hard for me to say it's a muscle you can exercise. Because, and I guess it is, but it's just, I mean, I don't know. All I know is my own experience and how I have experienced that phenomenon in my own person. So I can't really speak to how other people develop it or, you know, learn to do it or, you know, cultivate it. I have been aware that it is something that I don't know where I learned how to be that way. It's just an innate part of me. And what I have noticed and how I even figured it out, that is when other people that I have known aren't able to, or have struggle, I should say, with that. That is sort of what I have, where I first discovered, oh, okay, you know, this is something that's hard for people to do. This is something that people, you know, that is hard. And that's that, you know. I mean, yeah, that's basically it. That's how I have discovered that, and I like to speak to that because you just got to keep focusing on the aspects of curiosity, because it makes you feel bad, because you want other people to be able to have that experience too, and to get out of their own way, and to, you know, reach another, you know, keep learning and keep growing and not have that aspect, the ego aspect, take over the curiosity. Anyway, this is like an ongoing topic, but I hope that I'm not boring you to death with this talk. but you can get there. You can reach new levels of, like, in your art and in your practice. And a big key is mental. It's just getting out of your own way and letting things develop and not judging your art before you have anything. You know what I mean? I mean, look, if I gave up on this a half an hour ago, like, we're actually developing something over here. Like, something's going on. This is great. I'm happy. But man, I was like, it's 11 o'clock, you know, but I just wanted to keep doing it, even though I was like, what's going on here? But, you know, just keep working. Just keep looking. Because my thought is, and my feeling is, if you're honed in and really looking at your subject matter, right? If you're working from your picture and you're really, like, focused in on not judging what you're doing here, but you're focused in on, like, you're taking that out of the equation. You're taking out, like, oh, I'm looking for aesthetic, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm looking to see if that building is connected to this one in the right way. And like a puzzle, you're looking at it kind of like a puzzle, you know. You'll get there. You're gonna get there. And you're gonna be so proud of yourself when you do. You're gonna be like, look what I did. I loved being in that place. I loved being in that zone. And it was so freeing because I wasn't sitting there like judging my artwork. You know what I mean? And trust me, it is very freeing to not judge your artwork. You know, a lot of people they have bad associations for art, with art, with their personal, like, putting their self-worth into it. And, oh, I can't draw. Oh, you can. You just got to take... Oh, yes, you can. You just need to... And if you want to, you will. If you're willing to do... If you're willing to do that stuff that is not an easy leap for some people, and I totally get that. We're all human, you know? And humans are weird. We're all a bunch of weirdos. And we all have our own hang-ups. And there's all this stuff that, like, you know, even some of your most favorite artists have had hang-ups. And a lot of your favorite artists have had hang-ups about their work and about getting past certain things and about not, you know, getting past equating this equals this and whatever, you know, and getting their, like, having their own stuff get in the way of their work, you know? So you are not alone, you know? You are not alone. People have challenges, and a lot of their challenges sometimes with their art, you know? People have challenges with creativity and with people have challenges with art and with all this stuff and their humanness and with connecting their, you know, experience as a human being and with their self-confidence and with it, or what they were taught about, you know, being an artist, or what, or the worth or worthlessness that they have been taught that is an art, or for whatever reason, you know. There's a million of them. There's a million of them. I mean, there's a million of them. I could get into more here, and I'm not going to, because it's already 11:30. So I don't think that today's the day for that. But you know, just be kind to yourself and lead with curiosity, and don't, you know, it's like a lot of projection. There's a lot of projection with people and, you know, art and creativity and guilt and all these things, right? And what's expected of people, and, you know, the value or the lack of value that they place on creativity. So, oh my gosh, that's a lot of talk. Hey, let's do a little more of this pink, because I just want to get this to a spot where I feel like we have a good little mix. We're almost there. I'm very happy with this. I'm really glad I brought that blue in. It defined the edges, and that's what I needed to do. Although I will be very honest with you, and some of my edges are not even very well defined here. Like, I could go into this further for sure. But you know, I'm going live again at 12:30 today. So going live again at 12:30. I'm going to draw, I'm going to ink another rose for my future coloring book. And I would love it if you would come along. So those lives are quiet. They're quiet. I'm not super strict about that because I'm very open to chatting with you if, you know, people come in and they start asking questions or whatever. I'm not, you know, unless I don't have a mic that day, I don't shun that, you know. I definitely chat, and I'm happy to. I love connecting with you guys. So yeah, so definitely come to my 12:30 if you would like to. I would love to have you. Oh, I like what this is doing. Oh, this is good. This little greenie, this sweet little fluorescent yellow is just popping. I'm popping out the greens. Oh, this is good. I love it. Yeah, so the 10 o'clock a.m. is very talky unless I'm in the zone, but usually there's some talk. There's usually some talk, like there was today. Is today. We're not over yet, but I'm going to get a little green over here because we have some trees popping up over here. Move that so you can see a little better. Okay, I hope that's better for you. I also don't want to get... See, there's a lot of things to balance here. I also don't want to get it too in the way of the picture. So, all right, let's see. Just really focusing right now on the greenery, and that's helping me to tie things together here. I was certainly feeling out at sea for a while, and I think that you felt that. If you were here with me, you could tell. And it's like, it's fine, just be kind to yourself. Don't judge yourself, because when I was looking at my little hot mess of a picture here, I was not in judging mode. I literally was thinking, okay, I'm in my live stream, it's 11 o'clock, I'm going to live stream again at 12:30, and I'm not where I want to be with this. And that is fine. Like, that's fine. Because, you know, that happens. And I always think it's good for people to see that. I don't need to be making, like, you know, picture perfect art all the time. And I don't. And if you're with me, you know this. You know this. I believe in, like, showing. You gotta show the ugly, right? Because that's reality. And we're working through that. We're, like, giving ourselves grace. You don't judge yourself. You lead with curiosity. I mean, I need a t-shirt that says lead with curiosity, because literally, like, hello, right? That's what we need to be doing. Leading with curiosity. Not judging yourself. You know, doing a lot of work, making a lot of stuff that you don't like. In the end, I'm not saying you set out to do that. Don't set out like, I'm gonna make some ugly art today. You know what I'm saying. Yeah. So, you know, it pays to be curious and give yourself grace, and don't judge yourself against other people or other people's expectations of you or any of that, or your own expectations of yourself. Like, just let it go. Let it go. Let it flow. Let's see. I think we're almost there. I think we are just about where we want to be. And this is cute, and it's very unexpected. Like, look at these colors, man. Gee whiz. We got pinks, we got a gray, we got greens, we had a little purple in there. Actually, we should probably pop in a little more purple, right? Let's do a little more purple. Just to give it a little... Although, I gotta tell you, it does pay to know when to stop, so I need to stop soon, because I don't want to come to a new level. I don't want to hit a new phase with this and then feel like I need to keep going either. I think I'm good for the momento. Yeah, keep it. Oh, I gotta stop. I gotta stop doing this. Okay. All right, let's wrap this. Let's wrap up this cute little thing. And that's our little unexpected colors in our cute little hamlet. So I hope you enjoyed this. I loved having you. Thank you for putting up with, you know, some of my camera switching stuff. I know I'm a work in progress, and I accept that about myself very much. So I have a little delay, and I just put on my camera. Here I am. Hey! So thank you guys so much for... Can you see my camera? Wait, I'm going to point my finger up here. There's my camera. This is my camera right here. Have an awesome day. And I'll be back at 12:30 to do an ink drawing. And I'm going to wash my hands so I don't get any Neocolor on my art. All right? So hopefully I'll see you there. And if not, I'll be back again tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. here at this Talkie Art live stream. And guess what I just found? OMG. My terracotta. My terracotta was sitting right over there. And I was digging through this, spending like 5 minutes digging through here. My terracotta was right there. You know what that says to me? That's serendipity. That's this piece of art really wanted to be pink and purple and green and blue. And with the gray background, the gray sketch. So that terracotta knew. So that's the universe working in mysterious ways right there. That's like, no, we didn't want to be terracotta. We wanted to be pink. So here we go. We got pink. We got pink and purple and blue, and it's pretty. All right. Oh, and tomorrow, quick note, tomorrow, 12:30 p.m. quiet live stream is not happening, and I will be back on Sunday for that one. So I'll talk to you guys soon, and thank you for being here, and I'll see you at 12:30. Bye.